What's up guys, this is Sinaran and today we're going to check out Sinaran in Utropolis, Penang, Batu Kawan area lah. Okay, so let's first get our coordinates right. This is Persiaran Kasia Barat 3, where it's in between Vervia Virtue, right, and Columbia Hospital. This is the UOW Malaysia, that is by KDU Penang, and this is the entire master plan of Utropolis lah. So this is Utama, this is Suasana, and this will be the project that we're going to check out today, which is called Sinaran. Then for Sinaran itself, it's 4.83 acres, and there will be 965 units divided into block A and B. And when you can see from the model, this entire master plan is divided into two pieces. Therefore, there will be a difference in the land tenure. This will be all freehold. This will be leasehold. And for typologies like this, right, it's very cost effective. Also, you have this crazy amount of area for facilities. Therefore, the unique selling point for this project is also their facilities lah. When you drive, this will be a one-way in, and there will be 16 shop lots. So when you turn in, this will be the entrance into Sinaran, and you will have your own respective drop-offs from Tower A and Tower B. So that's cool, and both of them will be sharing this amazing facility deck, and you can see that it's humongous. You have your lap pool here, you have a full-size basketball court here, you have this gym area, and this elevated walkway that connects students to the cinema inside this building. That's very cool. So what I like is also this demarcation of lanes for people to jog around. First concern will be this entrance. So just in case the shop lots here really so popular, right? Because right before MCO, right, this Utropolis Utama area was really popular, and you have cars parking at the main roadside. So you know Malaysians lah. And in order for me to get into the building, I will need to drive through that before I get to go into the entrance. The second concern will be the direction of the road. So it's a single way. From the opposite lane, there's no way for me to turn right. So that will be a problem as well. So as for their floor plate design, per floor, it's 14 units per floor that is serviced by 4 passenger lift and 1 service lift. And what you can see here would be the voids in between them. And one good thing is the longer facade is actually north and south facing. That's great. The unit that we're going to check out today will be type C1. This is 1044 square feet, 3 plus 1 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. When you come into the foyer, immediately you have this dining and living space. Then you have bedroom 1, 2, and the principal bedroom here with its principal bathroom. Then you have this versatile room, and then on the side you will have your kitchen and your yard space. So on the master bedroom you will have your balcony just like your living room. However, this felt like a dual key unit to me, because like I can just add a partition wall here, right? Apparently this is the product for Tower B. For Tower A, because it was sold at 80%, then you have this exact unit that is in a dual key. So it exactly looks the same. But after the team met up with all the customers to receive their feedbacks on the products, right, they realized that they need a different product for differentiation, because a lot of customers, they prefer balcony, they prefer more rooms, and it's pretty rare to have a product with this many rooms at this price range. Hence, they modified the layout a little bit. In from the corridor, this will be the foyer, right, and there will be a space for your shoe cabinets. And this door, right, is one of the largest that I've ever seen. This is 1.2 in clearance, and that means it's just very convenient when you move your furnitures into the unit, right? And every unit comes with digital lock. That's cool. Coming in, you will have your dining and living along with your balcony at the far end. Then at this side will be the versatile room. You can either use it as a studio, you can either make this another bedroom if you want to. And because this unit is a corner unit, hence you have the benefit of having openings in all directions. Then right opposite this will be the kitchen space. This is a 2.2 meters width kitchen, and that makes it very workable, right? And please bear in mind, this is a show unit. This developer will be providing partly furnished. That includes the aircon and this kitchen top lah. So please do check with the team in details on what will be provided. So in this space, you can perfectly fit a fridge and still have a lot of corridor space, workstations on both sides along with your basin and your hood and hob. They are providing Electrolux along with your oven. That's very nice. And next to that, we'll have this humongous yard space. To put my investor cap on, this is very likely to be converted into a room. It means somewhat the wall partition will be somewhat like that, but just that the experience of the entrance will be affected definitely. Moving on, this will be the dining and the living space that connects us to the balcony. And the width of this space is 3.1 meters, height will be 3 meters, therefore it looks really spacious. And the ongoing price for a unit like this is around 450 per square feet, which means it's going to start from 480,000 to 500,000 depending on which floor that you are looking for. Again, this triggers me as an investor. Then next to the living space, this will be a 3-feet balcony, and that will be the view to. Moving on, there will be 2 bedrooms here and 1 common bathroom here. Okay, so there will be full tiles up, shower screen and mirror, and they will be providing Orin for basin and WC. So next to the bathroom, this will be the first bedroom, and just to point out, that will be the window behind the double-decker bed, right? And they decorate it into a kid's room. So for this space, you can put in a double-sized bed, and there will be a shared access to this common bathroom lah. Just that the window is kind of small. Moving on, this will be the second bedroom, and this is one new discovery that I have. This is just sexy bath concept on steroids. This is the exact finishes that you will get in your unit itself. It means every time people brush it or bathe or whatsoever, it's completely transparent, it's completely open. Wow! So here you can put a queen size bed, bedside tables along with your wardrobe, and still have circulation space this side to your window area. That wall will be solid, of course, because this is the bathroom, and they will be providing Orin in terms of basin and WC. So what's cool about this kind of concept is attention grabbing, but you come to think of it, right, it makes this unit unique in that sense where there's 2 bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms. It kind of resonates with the current lifestyle that we have right now, and it's also because this unit has that capability of 4 bedrooms if you want to convert the flexible space into another room, right? So if I were to convert that, 3 bedrooms plus the guests sometimes will be sharing the common bathroom, and during the morning it might be a havoc. Therefore the designer chose to have another bathroom here. However, just imagine if I were to convert this into solid wall, that bedroom there immediately becomes kind of claustrophobic. So this design move, very controversial, very exciting. You can actually frost it up if you want to, or you just want to leave it open, up to you. Then in terms of floor finishes, it will be 2 feet by 2 feet porcelain tiles that looks kind of like marbles, right? Then you will have the skirtings. And moving opposite, this will be the principal bedroom. So just for clarification wise, this will be solid wall. It means that this will be the opening, and that will connect you out towards the balcony. And after coming here for several times, right, I really feel that in Penang itself, you have the benefit of having the mountain and also having the seaside. Therefore, the view here is going to be so amazing. And because it's also so close to the sea, the breeze will be so cool here. Here you can fit in a queen size bed, bedside tables, the ceiling height is amazing. Then you have the wardrobe space here, 2 feet for circulation, and this connects us to the principal bathroom. This is then pretty similar in terms of full height wall tiles, Orin, WC and basin, shower screen area, and this is one cool feature. You can actually open this up. So you only use this during shower. That's cool. Ta-da! and there will be a window for ventilation purposes. But looking at this unit, right, since this is converted from a dual key into a single unit like this, suddenly in 1000 square feet you get to fit a possibly 4-bedroom unit without really compromising the space of the living and dining. So that's awesome. They even squeeze in another ensuite bathroom to the bedroom too. Kind of controversial in that sense. But as I mentioned, from an investor's point of view, right, this is very exciting because of this project being leasehold, therefore the entry price is significantly lower compared to their freehold products. Then when you think about the possible tenants of students, it's rather obvious that I can have the possibility of converting this bedroom into a student accommodation if I want to, right? And I think that's all for the show unit. Let's check out the surrounding then. From Utropolis Utama, we are able to observe this entire construction site of Sinaran. So what you can see here will be Tower A, Tower B will be coming up really soon. And from the master plan, what's cool is currently there's a flyover that's being constructed behind this building, and there's a demarcation of area for BRT. Besides that, what you can also observe is right behind us will be Designer Village, and this will be Vervia. So imagine if you're a resident here, if you're hungry, you can go to the shop lots that is right in front. Then you can also walk over to this commercial area if you want to. Not forgetting Utama as well, you can also just cross the road and come over here lah, right? So right next to Utama, right, this will be UOW Universities. And you guys know I'm always very excited when there's pedestrian accessibility being thought through that connects the university students over to this commercial area of Utama. That also connects to Suasana, and within walking distance you get to go to Design Village along with Sinaran as well. So in total it's going to be around like maybe 400-500 meters of walking distance, and the breeze here is just awesome because it's located right next to the sea. Also, we have checked out the industrial area before, where you have all the MNCs. That will be the area that provides job opportunities. Then this side will be more on the living side of things, right, where you have the education, the commercial, and etc. But after checking with the team, majority of the buyers here are still from mainland itself, as the stigma of mainland versus island is still the conversations around this area, especially for the elderly staff. And we are actually now walking around Utropolis Utama, where it consists of several layers of offices versus retails, as you have residents on top as well. Surprisingly, for their smallest unit of 500 over square feet, right, the rental can go up to 1,200 to 1,300, and before MCO this place was pretty popular. So hopefully you can go back to that state, and that just again indicates the convenience for people who is going to be staying in Sinaran. Okay guys, so now we are in Design Village and we are right opposite Suasana, and at the end would be Sinaran. So it's really within walking distance. So let's go check out what do they have here lah. Okay guys, so we are now right in front of the site, and what you can see is those sheer wall structure. The walls that is connected right up to the top, and differentiated by a street, you will reach Vervia commercial area. So right in front of the site, you have this elevator structure. There's going to be a flyover in the future that's going to be very connected. Also, there's a demarcation of area for the future BRT. That's super awesome though. And I think that's all for this episode. It's now time for Sean Take 3 on 3. For the 3 things I like, number 1, definitely being a master plan itself. It's driven by this committee called PDC, where they are in charge of the infrastructure, they are in charge of the affordable housing, they are in charge of the mall and the catalysts and etc. Right? They are also in charge of inviting different players into this master plan. So when you have different players all together, it builds momentum faster. You can see things changes very quickly, and that's a good thing because this experience is really hard to find in Penang Island itself because of the sheer size and land available. You can see a normal local road is 3 lanes, and before the buildings are even ready, they are talking about connectivity in terms of flyover. They're allocating land for BRT already, so those are amazing. Then the second thing would be the convenience for Sinaran itself. If you look closely within the development, you have a row of shop lots, right? So in case you need anything, you can just walk downstairs. If that's not enough, Then you can actually walk across the street to Vervia commercial area. On the left, on the right, you have the design village. You still have the Utropolis Utama's retail and office area as well. So it's really convenient, especially if you are a student that stays here. You can just walk over to school and come back. Or if you're a person who works around the industrial area across the bridge, it's just very convenient in that sense. Then the third thing would be the product design. In a unit that's around 1,000 square feet, you get to fit in almost 4 bedrooms, 3 plus 1 to be exact, and to have 2 bedrooms with ensuite bathroom. So from an investor point of view, this allows me to have the possibility of having partitions to divide the rooms. That's actually a sales result from their earlier block. So the earlier block selling around 80% already, and after having all the feedback from the previous customer and etc., they know that the customers here kinda want balcony, kinda want more rooms but still have the same size. Therefore, they manufactured the earlier dual key units into this existing Type C1 unit. That is very good in terms of a developer point of view, where they actually listen to customers' feedback. Then for the 3 things that I don't like, the first one would be the noise, or the possibility of noise in the future. Right in front of the development, you have this elevated highway and a future BRT. Then on both sides, you have commercial area, one being a mall, one being a commercial area with an exhibition center. If everything goes well and according to plan, this is going to be a very hyped up location and you are kind of in the center of it. So there will be high possibilities of it being very noisy and congested in the future. I think when that happens also, it's going to be good for your property price. So then the second thing would be this particular land title being a leasehold and a commercial title. So in comparison to what you have in the surrounding, this is actually leasehold when the others are freehold. So you gotta take note of that. But definitely there will be a difference in pricing. In KL, it's pretty normal for us to invest in a leasehold property already. But in this side of town, it raised certain concerns. But in my opinion, with a lower entry price, that allows me to have a lower break-even point. And from the tenant's point of view, right, they don't care whether the development is leasehold or freehold, right? And last of all, I know that the show unit is kind of adapted from the earlier dual key design. Therefore, there are certain weird points. The first one would be the very long yard space. Because of its width, there's nothing much you can do with it besides it being a store. Or you can actually put just cabinets and it can be your laundry room or whatsoever. Then for the versatile room, if you were to really make it into a room, the entrance experience will then be affected. Yes, the good thing is there's a window, but then the entrance will somewhat be claustrophobic. And the ensuite bathroom, as wonderful as the idea can be, is just weird, right? To have such a big panel, a transparent glass wall. Yeah, but if you were to convert it into a solid wall, then the room becomes too cramped. But I think in terms of practicality wise, having an extra bathroom in the house is always good, but just that it's weird. And I think that's all for today. What do I think of the property? I think it's a very investment oriented one. It's the easiest entry one around the area, and I'm just very surprised with the take up rates. So if you look into Suasana, it's almost sold out, and for block A of Sinaran, it's 80%. That's amazing. And this is the performance while still having that stigma of island versus mainland. Until now, I still don't understand. I'm trying to. And with that, thank you very much for watching. Shout out to the team for having me in this private tour. And if you really like this episode, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.